Have you ever felt like running away from something you were supposed to do? Like you just knew it was the right thing, but it seemed too hard, too scary, or maybe just too annoying? If so, you're in good company. Today, we're diving into the incredible story of a man who was the world champion of running away from his calling, the prophet Jonah. Our story starts with God giving Jonah a very specific mission. He tells him, "Go to the great city of Nineveh and preach against it, because its wickedness has come up before me." Now, Nineveh was the capital of Assyria, a major enemy of Jonah's people, Israel. Imagine being told to go to your biggest rival's home turf and tell them they're doing everything wrong. Jonah's reaction? Nope, not doing it. He literally turns around and heads in the complete opposite direction. He goes down to the port of Joppa, finds a ship sailing for Tarshish, which was about as far away as you could get in the ancient world, pays his fare, and hops on board, thinking he can outrun God. But here's a lesson we learn pretty quickly. You can't ghost the creator of the universe. As Jonah is sailing away, God sends a massive storm. We're talking hurricane-level winds, waves crashing over the deck. The ship is about to break apart. The seasoned sailors are terrified. They're throwing cargo overboard to lighten the load, praying to their own gods, doing everything they can think of. And where's Jonah during all this chaos? He's fast asleep down in the hold of the ship. Talk about unbothered. The captain finds him and wakes him up, saying, "How can you be sleeping? Get up and call on your God. Maybe he will take notice of us so that we will not perish." The sailors decide to cast lots to figure out who's responsible for this divine disaster, and, you guessed it, the lot falls on Jonah. They confront him, "Tell us, who is responsible for this? What's your job? Where do you come from?" Jonah finally fesses up. "I am a Hebrew and I worship the Lord, the God of heaven, who made the sea and the dry land." He then admits, "I'm running away from the Lord." The sailors are even more terrified now. They knew he was running from a god, but the God who created the very sea that was trying to swallow them. That's next-level trouble. They ask him, "What should we do to you to make the sea calm down for us?" Jonah, realizing there's no way out, gives them a shocking instruction. "Pick me up and throw me into the sea, and it will become calm. I know that it is my fault that this great storm has come upon you." The sailors, to their credit, try to avoid this. They row as hard as they can to get back to shore, but the storm just gets worse. Finally, seeing no other choice, they pray to God for forgiveness, pick Jonah up, and toss him into the churning waves. Instantly, the sea becomes perfectly calm. The sailors are awestruck and make vows to Jonah's God. But this isn't the end for Jonah. As he sinks into the deep, God appoints a giant fish, often pictured as a whale, to swallow him whole. Jonah ends up in the belly of this great fish for 3 days and 3 nights. Can you even imagine? It's dark, it's smelly, it's fishy. It's in this bizarre, desperate place that Jonah finally prays. It's a beautiful prayer of repentance and gratitude, acknowledging God's power and mercy. He realizes that salvation comes from the Lord alone. After 3 days, God commands the fish, and it vomits Jonah out onto dry land. So, what happens next? God gives Jonah the exact same command as before. "Go to the great city of Nineveh and proclaim to it the message I give you." This time, Jonah obeys. He walks into the massive city and preaches the shortest, most blunt sermon ever. 40 more days and Nineveh will be overthrown. And the most amazing thing happens. The people of Nineveh believe him. From the king down to the lowest citizen, everyone repents. They fast, they put on sackcloth, and the king even gets off his throne and sits in the dust. They turn from their wicked ways, hoping God might have mercy. And God does. Seeing their genuine repentance, he relents and does not bring about the destruction he had threatened. You'd think Jonah would be thrilled, right? Mission accomplished. But no, Jonah gets angry. He's basically pouting because God showed mercy to his enemies. He sits outside the city, hoping it will still be destroyed. God then teaches Jonah one final lesson. He causes a plant to grow, providing Jonah with shade, which makes him happy. But the next day, God sends a worm to eat the plant, and it withers. Then a scorching wind comes, and Jonah is miserable again. God asks him, "Is it right for you to be angry about the plant?" Jonah replies, "It is. I'm so angry I wish I were dead." And then God delivers the final powerful point of the whole story. "You have been concerned about this plant, though you did not tend it or make it grow. But Nineveh has more than 120,000 people who cannot tell their right hand from their left, and also many animals. Should I not have concern for that great city?" The story of Jonah is a powerful reminder that God's compassion is far greater than our own. It shows us that you can't run from your purpose, that second chances are real, and that God's love extends to everyone, even the people we think don't deserve it. It challenges us to look beyond our own prejudices and embrace a bigger, more compassionate worldview. Thanks for joining me on this incredible journey today. If you enjoyed this story and want to explore more like it, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We'd love to have you in our community. See you next time.